Hi everyone, it's Dr. Sandy Gluckman. I've come to the conclusion that we humans are such strange creatures sometimes. We know that something is bad for us, and yet we won't make any changes. We just think about it, we know in our heart of hearts it's not good for our health, it's not good for our well being or our joy in life, and yet we still continue to do it. And what I'm referring to today is the issue of sleep. We know sleep is so critically important. You don't need me to tell you that. And yet, we are the most sleep deprived nation in the world. So, here's what happens when we don't sleep well and become sleep deprived eventually. We fall into bed at night, have a bad sleep, and then wake up in the morning, and already our cortisol levels are high. We've got this cortisol flowing through our bodies and brains are inflamed, and our immune systems are depressed, so we are more vulnerable to toxins and getting sick. In addition, because we are now sleep deprived, we begin to crave carbs and sugars, and we eat and drink all the things that are bad for us just to help us keep going. And so it's really impossible in this condition where we are going through the day feeling tired and wired and pushing and pushing and pushing ourselves. It's not possible to be effective and productive, to think clearly, to be efficient, to be able to plan correctly, to make good decisions. It's not possible to relate to others in the best way, particularly to our kids. It's not possible to have life enhancing kinds of communication with the others around us. And it's not possible for us to be joyful or creative when we're feeling so tired. One of the most important reasons that we need good sleep is that that is the time when our brain detoxifies. Because during the day, we're so busy thinking and planning and worrying and collecting a lot of toxins in our brain. And so when we go into a good sleep, where we go through the four stages of sleep, that's when the brain detoxifies and recharges. One of the sleep scientists explained it by saying that not sleeping is like putting the laundry into the washing machine and then skipping some of the cycles. So the laundry is going to come out damp and still dirty. That's what happens to us when we don't sleep well, because we wake up in the morning with our brains still full of a lot of toxins that normally will be washed away if we sleep well. Exactly the same thing happens with our kids. It seems like children resist sleep a lot for some reason, but particularly our teens. They think they can sacrifice sleep for doing all the more fun things. We have found more recently that the numbers of teens with high depression and anxiety and suicide has increased enormously, and it is being shown that this is related also to poor sleep patterns. So I guess it's a choice for all of us, and I must say that when it comes to sleep, I've been the worst culprit. But there does come a moment where perhaps you're ready to hear about it in a different way. Because mostly when I talk to people about sleep, they go, yes, 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 I know. Sleep's very important. When I get over this deadline, I'm going to catch up on my sleep. I've got too much happening at the moment. I'll catch up on my sleep on the weekend. But we don't catch up on our sleep. We cannot catch up on our sleep. I think that there comes a moment in which we're ready to hear about sleep in a different kind of way. And we're ready to really consider doing something different. If you're at that point, then let's talk about what is possible, what you can do different. Well, first, become aware that it is important to have a transition time from being awake to going to bed. And during that transition time, you can do certain things that will prepare your body and your brain for sleep. First of all, what I highly recommend is an Epsom salts bath. Marvelous way of beginning the detoxifying process. Secondly, to take magnesium. Magnesium is a great relaxant. And thirdly, perhaps to drink your favorite tea, chamomile tea, lavender tea, whichever tea lets you feel calm and relaxed. 30 minutes is, of course, a good amount of transition time for everything to just slow down and relax. But if you only have 10 minutes, that's fine. Then use the 10 minutes. Then, once you are ready, you get into bed. Of course, the lights are down already. Your phone is out of the room, and perhaps you would like to listen to your favorite music or perhaps a meditation tape, preparing yourself once again to just let go into sleep. I hope that you're ready to try these small things. They are not difficult to do, and yet they are profoundly important. Well, that's me for today, and until next time, bye now.